how to never feel angry or bothered by anyone. My brothers and sisters, in life, you will always have people who test you. Some will insult you, some will misunderstand you, some will try to bring you down. But let me tell you something very important. You have a choice. You can either let them control your emotions or you can rise above it. Look at the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. People insulted him, threw things at him, called him names. But did he ever waste his time getting angry? No, he stayed calm because he knew that their words did not define him. Your worth does not decrease because someone fails to see your value. Let me ask you, if someone hands you a gift, but you don't accept it, who does it belong to? It stays with them, right? The same applies to negativity. If someone gives you anger, insults, or hatred, don't accept it. Leave it with them. The truth is, when people speak badly about you, they are exposing their own character, not yours. If you get angry, you give them power over you. Why should you allow someone else to decide how you feel? Why should their words dictate your peace? Instead of reacting with anger, respond with wisdom. Smile, walk away, or say a silent prayer for them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Some people are like mosquitoes, buzzing around trying to disturb you. But do you get angry at every mosquito? No, you either ignore it or protect yourself from it. The same way, don't let small-minded people drain your energy. Protect your peace, and remember, Allah is watching. Every time you hold back your anger, every time you choose patience over rage, every time you forgive when it's easier to fight, He is writing it down for you. You are building your reward while they are wasting their deeds. So my brothers and sisters, don't allow anyone to take away your peace. Stay calm, stay focused, and keep moving forward. You control your emotions. This is one of the most powerful lessons you can learn in life. Many people go through their days reacting to everything around them. If someone is rude, they get angry. If someone criticizes them, they feel upset. If someone doesn't give them the respect they expect, they feel hurt. But the reality is, no one has control over emotions except you. The way you feel is a direct result of what you allow yourself to focus on. Imagine someone insults you. The words leave their mouth, but now the decision is in your hands. Do you take those words, repeat them in your mind, analyze them, and let them ruin your peace? Or do you simply acknowledge that what they said is a reflection of them, not you? Most people immediately react as if they are programmed to feel hurt the moment someone says something negative. But you are not a machine. You have the ability to pause and choose your reaction. Think about the example of a fire. If someone throws a spark at dry wood, it catches fire instantly. But if they throw the same spark at the ocean, nothing happens. The same words, the same insult, the same negative energy can come towards you, but how you receive it determines the outcome. If your heart and mind are like dry wood, easily triggered, constantly focusing on what others say, then the smallest spark will set you off. But if your heart is vast, peaceful, and full of wisdom, then no matter what people say, it will not affect you. A person can only make you angry if you give them permission to do so. If a child comes up to you and says something silly, you will laugh it off. You don't take it seriously because you know better. But when an adult insults you, why does it feel different? It's because you have attached meaning to their words. You have given their opinion too much importance. But the truth is, just like the child, their words hold no real power unless you allow them to. The moment you realize that no one can make you feel anything without your consent, you take back control. You stop reacting and start responding with wisdom. When someone says something offensive, you don't have to engage. You don't have to get angry. You don't have to defend yourself. You simply observe, understand that their words are coming from their own frustrations, and move on. A peaceful mind is not disturbed by external noise. Imagine you are walking through a marketplace and people are shouting, arguing, and making noise all around you. If you stop at every voice, responding to every shout, you will never reach your destination. But if you keep walking, focused on where you need to go, the noise does not matter. Life is the same. There will always be distractions, always be people who try to get a reaction out of you. But your focus should be on your own journey, your own growth, and your own peace. Some people believe that getting angry is a sign of strength. They think that responding with harshness makes them powerful. But in reality, true strength lies in restraint. Controlling your emotions, remaining calm in difficult situations, and not letting others dictate your mood. This is real power. The strongest person is not the one who can fight back with words or actions, but the one who can remain composed despite provocation. When you allow someone's words to ruin your peace, you are handing them control over your life. Imagine giving a stranger the ability to decide how you feel every single day. Would you let them? Of course not. Then why let the actions of others dictate your emotions? You've been given full control over your thoughts, your reactions, and your inner peace. No one can take that away from you unless you allow them to. It is important to understand that people's opinions change all the time. Today they may praise you. Tomorrow they may criticize you. If you rely on their words for happiness, you will always be unstable. One day you feel great, the next you feel terrible simply because someone said something different. But when you develop inner strength, their words become meaningless. You remain steady, unaffected by their shifting opinions. Not every battle is worth fighting. Some people argue just for the sake of arguing. Some people criticize just because they are unhappy with their own lives. If you react to every small thing, you will always be exhausted. Instead, conserve your energy for things that truly matter. Your peace is more valuable than proving a point to someone who is not even listening. Understanding that you control your emotions is the first step to mastering your mind. You are not at the mercy of others. You are not a victim of their world. You have the ability to rise above negativity, to stay calm in difficult situations, and to protect your peace at all costs. The more you practice this, the stronger you become. The world will not always be kind, but your inner world can remain peaceful no matter what happens around you. Ignore negativity. In life, people will always have something to say. No matter what you do, there will be those who criticize, mock, and try to bring you down. If you let every negative comment affect you, you will spend your life reacting instead of living. The key is to understand that negativity only has power over you if you give it attention. If you choose to ignore it, it loses its influence. Imagine someone is throwing stones at you while you are walking on a path. You can either stop, pick up each stone and carry it with you, or you can keep walking, letting the stones fall away. If you pick up every negative comment, every insult, every criticism, you will become burdened with unnecessary weight. You will carry stress, anger, and frustration, all because you chose to hold on to things that were never yours to begin with. People often say hurtful things, not because there is truth in their words, but because of what is inside them. A person who is filled with jealousy, insecurity, or hatred will naturally spread negativity. If you take their words personally, you are allowing their internal struggles to become your own. But when you recognize that their negativity is a reflection of them, not you, it becomes easier to ignore. Think about a mirror. If someone stands in front of a mirror and makes an angry face, does the mirror get upset? No. It simply reflects what is in front of it. The same way people's words and actions are a reflection of what is inside them. If someone speaks with kindness, it is because kindness exists in their heart. If someone constantly spreads negativity, it is because they are filled with it. You do not have to take responsibility for what they carry inside them. When you ignore negativity, you take control of your peace. You stop allowing the outside world to dictate how you feel. You become unshakable. Imagine two people sitting in a room. One is calm and peaceful while the other is angry and shouting. If the calm person stays silent, the angry person eventually gets tired and stops. But if the calm person starts shouting back, now there are two people filled with anger. When you react to negativity, you become part of it. But when you ignore it, you remain above it. Some people believe that responding to negativity proves their strength. They think that arguing, fighting, or defending themselves is necessary, but true strength is in restraint. When someone insults you and you ignore them, you are showing that their words mean nothing to you. You are proving that you are in control of your emotions and that no one can disturb your peace without your permission. Negativity thrives on attention. The more you engage with it, the more it grows. But when you ignore it, it fades away. Imagine a fire. If you keep adding wood to it, it will continue burning. But if you stop feeding it, it will eventually die out. The same applies to negative people and situations. If you keep responding, explaining, defending, or getting upset, you are giving them more power. But if you simply move on, they lose their ability to affect you. Not everything requires a reaction. In a world full of noise, silence is powerful. When someone expects you to react with anger, but you respond with silence, they realize they have no control over you. When someone expects you to argue, but you walk away, they feel powerless. This is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is understanding that not every battle is worth fighting. Some people spread negativity just to get a reaction. They want to see you upset. They want to disturb your peace. If you react, you are giving them exactly what they want. But if you ignore them, they are left with nothing. They waste their energy trying to bring you down, but you remain standing unaffected. Ignoring negativity does not mean you are unaware of it. It means you have chosen not to let it enter your heart. You see it, you recognize it, but you do not allow it to affect you. Just like a bird flying over your head. You cannot stop it from flying, but you can stop it from building a nest. Negative words and actions will always exist, but you do not have to let them settle inside you. The world is full of both light and darkness. If you focus on the darkness, you will always feel heavy and burdened. But if you choose to focus on the light, the negativity around you will become insignificant. What you give attention to will grow. If you give attention to negativity, it will consume you. But if you give attention to peace, gratitude, and kindness, that is what will fill your life. Respond with wisdom. In life, you will face moments where people test your patience. Someone might say something offensive, disrespectful, or unfair. Your immediate instinct might be to react, to defend yourself, or to retaliate. But wisdom teaches you that not every situation requires an emotional reaction. The way you respond to negativity determines whether you stay in control or allow others to control you. Imagine a situation where someone raises their voice at you in anger. You have two choices. There, you can raise your voice in return, escalating the situation and making it worse, or you can remain calm and choose your words carefully. If you react with the same anger, you lower yourself to their level. But if you respond with wisdom, you maintain your dignity and strength. When you are calm, you think clearly. And when you think clearly, you make better decisions. Wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. Some arguments are not worth your energy. Some people only want to provoke you, not because they seek truth, but because they seek conflict. If you engage with them, you give them exactly what they want. But if you remain silent, they eventually lose interest. Silence is not weakness, it is power. It shows that you are not controlled by your emotions, that you understand the value of your peace, and that you do not need to prove yourself to anyone. A wise person understands that not all battles are worth fighting. If someone tries to insult you and you respond with anger, you have already lost. But if you remain calm, their insult loses its power. When you refuse to give them the reaction they are looking for, you take away their ability to affect you. Sometimes the best response is no response at all. Wisdom is also about choosing the right words at the right time. When someone offends you, you might feel the urge to reply with harshness, but harshness only creates more conflict. A wise person speaks with clarity and purpose, not with emotion. Instead of reacting in frustration, they pause, think, and then respond in a way that brings peace instead of more problems. Consider a cup of water and a cup of fire. If you throw fire on fire, it grows stronger. But if you pour water on fire, it is extinguished. Your words are like water or fire. When someone is angry and you respond with anger, the fire spreads. But when you respond with calmness, wisdom, and patience, you put out the flames before they grow. Wisdom also means knowing when to walk away. Some situations are not worth your time. If someone is arguing just to prove themselves right, engaging with them will only waste your energy. If someone refuses to listen, trying to convince them will only drain you. A wise person does not waste their words on those who are not ready to hear them. Now, when you respond with wisdom, you maintain control over your emotions. People who react out of anger often regret their words later, but those who pause and think before speaking rarely say things they regret. Wisdom is the ability to step back, analyze the situation, and choose the response that leads to the best outcome. Some people mistake patience for weakness. They think that if you do not react immediately, you are letting others take advantage of you. But patience is not weakness, it is strength. It is the ability to remain calm in difficult situations and to respond in a way that brings peace instead of chaos. When you are patient, you do not allow temporary emotions to control your long-term decisions. Responding with wisdom also means understanding that other people's actions are a reflection of them, not you. When someone is rude, it is often because they are dealing with their own struggles. When someone is angry, it may be because they are unhappy in their own life. Instead of taking their negativity personally, a wise person understands that their behavior has nothing to do with them. A wise response is not just about what you say, but also about how you say it. Your tone, your body language, and your expression all matter. A calm voice can diffuse tension, while a harsh tone can escalate it. A gentle approach can open doors, while a confrontational one can close them. Wisdom is knowing that your words have power and using that power responsibly. Every moment in life gives you a choice. You can react without thinking, or you can respond with wisdom. The more you practice patience, the stronger your self-control becomes. The more you choose wisdom over impulse, the more peace you bring into your life. The strongest people are not those who argue the loudest, but those who know when to speak, when to stay silent, and when to walk away to protect your peace. In a world full of distractions, conflicts, and negativity, your peace is one of your greatest assets. Many people go through life allowing external situations to disturb their inner state. They let other people's words, opinions, and actions dictate how they feel. But true peace comes from within, and only you have the power to protect it. If you allow every little thing to affect you, you will always be in a state of frustration. If you make the choice to guard your peace, you will find yourself unshaken no matter what happens around you. There will always be people who try to bring you down, situations that test your patience, and challenges that make you question yourself. The mistake most people make is thinking they need to fight every battle. Not every argument deserves your energy. Not every insult requires a response. Not every situation needs your involvement. Learning to walk away from unnecessary conflict is a sign of strength, not weakness. People who understand the value of peace do not waste their time trying to prove themselves to those who will never understand them. Imagine holding a glass of water. If you grip it tightly for a few minutes, it's not a problem. But if you hold it for hours, it starts to feel heavy. If you carry it for days, it becomes unbearable. This is how unnecessary stress and negativity affect you. If you hold on to every bad experience, every rude comment, and every difficult situation, it will weigh you down. But the moment you decide to put the glass down, the burden disappears. Protecting your peace means knowing when to let go. Your energy is limited. If you waste it on things that do not matter, you will have nothing left for the things that do. If you spend your days reacting to negativity, you will be too drained to focus on what truly brings you happiness and success. The most peaceful people are not those who never face problems, but those who do not allow problems to control them. They know how to redirect their focus, how to detach from unnecessary drama, and how to stay centered in the midst of chaos. There will always be people who misunderstand you. There will always be situations that do not go your way. But allowing these things to disturb your inner peace is a choice. Many times, people spend their lives waiting for the world to be perfect before they allow themselves to be happy. They believe that once they have enough money, the right job, or the right people around them, they will finally find peace. But peace is not found in external conditions. It is created from within. If your peace depends on things outside of you, it will always be fragile. But if your peace comes from within, no one can take it away from you. When you protect your peace, you also protect your mind. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly focus on negativity, you will feel negative. If you surround yourself with toxic people, their energy will affect you. Being mindful of what you allow into your mind is one of the most important steps in maintaining inner peace. You do not have to entertain every conversation, engage in every argument, or absorb every negative thought. You have the power to filter what enters your mind and heart. Protecting your peace also means setting boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your time, energy, and emotions. Some people only bring stress, drama, and negativity into your life. You are not obligated to tolerate people who constantly drain you. It is okay to distance yourself from those who disturb your peace. It is okay to say no to things that do not serve your well-being. It is okay to prioritize yourself without feeling guilty. Many people struggle with protecting their peace because they feel responsible for fixing everything around them. They try to please everyone, solve every problem, and carry burdens that are not theirs to carry. But no matter how much you do, there will always be things beyond your control. Learning to accept what you cannot change is one of the greatest steps toward inner peace. You cannot control how others behave, but you can control how you respond. You cannot stop difficulties from arising, but you can control how you handle them. A peaceful mind is not one that never experiences stress, but one that knows how to navigate it. It is the ability to stay calm in difficult situations, to rise above negativity, and to keep moving forward regardless of what happens. It is knowing that your inner world is more important than the chaos outside of you. The strongest people are not those who fight every battle, but those who know when to step back, when to let go, and when to focus on their own growth.